out here on this highway, rolling on now 20 years. Just like my dad before me, coffee, blood, sweat, and tears. I'm addicted to the white line, a prisoner of the road. Ain't no cure for this disease that brings us outlaws and rogues. When they locked me up, they handed me the keys. I'm pulling 18 years of life with no chance of parole. My heart belongs to Jesus, but this highway owns my soul. It's a crime, I'm doing time just to send it on down the line. I'm pulling 18 gears, 18 gears, 18 gears of life. Some say I'm semi-crazy, my God, it's hard to tell. This diamond tuck and leather just might be my padded sail. Those pictures on my dashboard where I've watched my kids grow up, I thank God they understand the cost of diesel in my blood. They know this rambling man and what sets me free. I'm pulling 18 years to life with no chance of parole. My heart belongs to Jesus, but this highway owns my soul. It's a crime, I'm doing time just to send it on down the line. I'm pulling 18 gears, 18 gears, 18 gears of life. No chance of parole. My heart belongs to Jesus, but this old highway owns my soul. It's a crime, I'm doing time just to send it on down the line. I'm pulling 18 gears, 18 gears, 18 gears of life. There's no escaping this addiction, so until the day I die,
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Sorry I didn't have a show last night. It was rough for me. But we do have a lot of interesting things that I am going to be pulling up tonight, and we're going to be getting into. Let's get into it. Hey, Miss Day call up. He says hello. Michael says hello. I appreciate you guys stopping in and saying hello. So tonight we got a few things on the books that we're going to be going through. There's a lot. I have a long laundry list of things that's going to be going through. We're going to be going from trucks that now owners and companies are getting rid of trucks. And then there's going to be other stuff that's going on. Well, hello. Look, there's my sweetheart, Miss Trucking Unicorn. How you doing tonight, dear? Doing good. And then there's my other BFF. My BFF is just here. Maybe be staying out. Nah, sending love. I love it. I love it. I love it. So tonight I got a few things. There's some stuff about parking that was going on. You've probably already seen it. I'm trying to get some of the follow up on it. I'm also got some other stuff that's going on where owners are having to get rid of drivers. They're having to downsize because of the EPA bullcrap for California that's being forced over into the other side of it. And then I got a bunch of other trucking news that's coming back, like the Missouri governor just allocated $860 million to widen I-70. So that's some good news there. That was announced today. I also have some other stuff from the Insider, from Insider Trucking. They actually went and $73 million towards new autonomous yard dogs. It's just something else that's going in on that. It's just a whole bunch of different stuff going on. Hello, Miss Judy. How are you? Good to see you in here tonight. Sorry I didn't have the show last night because I was a little under the weather. But I am feeling good today, and we are here. We are here. So let's jump into this and get this thing rolling and start getting into this. First thing on the agenda, there's quite a bit of different things going on, but we're going to jump into this and we're going to get into the agenda on what's playing around here. This is what's going on right now, and you all may have seen this, but we're going to go over it a little bit.
Bro breaks down the new rule and what it means for your bottom line.
This is Jace Crosswell, the founder and owner of Crosswell Trucking. His business is going through a major change due to a new regulation from the California Air Resources Board.
This will dramatically affect my business. I'll have to get rid of employees, probably, and sell the trucks somewhere.
The new regulation will ban truck engines 2010 and older from California roads. Crosswell has several trucks that will be banned starting Sunday.
I'll be down from 7 or 8 trucks down to 2. Back to where I started, basically.
Regulation limits Crosswell so much he had to downsize, even turning away clients too far from his business.
As far as customers goes, I've had to turn a lot of them away anymore because I can't keep up with my clientele and the customers that we had, the other customers that we have, the local customers for their gravel. There's many of them that have called and said, hey, we want some gravel up in sometimes rural areas. And I say, well, I can't make it up there. I don't have enough trucks anymore. I don't, to this law, because of this law, I'm sorry, but I probably won't be hauling to you anymore.
Crosswell isn't the only one impacted.
Yeah, I've got a lot of friends are having the same effect I am, especially in my size of company. Bigger companies seem to be able to incur the costs a little easier. Us small guys with only a few trucks are really the ones who take the burden.
In order to stay in business, Crosswell has put his entire life into the company, trying to update or buy new trucks.
Empty my savings account, take a second on my house, try to find anything I can find to incur the cost of updating these trucks.
Crosswell told me he has seen other company owners sell their truck or move out of the state to operate, and he has taken those options into consideration.
Windy out there today. Any truck owners and companies still operating a truck with an engine that's older than 2010 could face fines and possibly have those vehicles impounded.
And that's what's going on in California. And I've been hearing some rumors of what's going on, that it may be coming out of California and coming closer to hitting other parts. But you guys that are running the 2010 or older, I know a lot of y'all are running the old 379s that are 07s, 06s, even into the 90s. California is not the place to be. I'm telling you, California is even having a restriction on letting you guys come in, bring in freight, and getting it to them. They're using a lot of their stuff now that's being transported by train. It's one giant headache that I'm looking at over this, but I feel bad for the owners because now they're actually having to get rid of trucks, or they're having to move out of state to try to keep afloat. And like he said, he dumped all of his life savings and everything into the company and trying to get newer trucks that he can't afford. And we know the way the market is going right now, it's killing everybody. And just trying to get into that movement and that involvement on that is a whole nother ball game. On top of that, then we also have other news that's coming out, which is this right here. And this is for the new drivers, and they're wondering why there's a driver shortage. And this right here sums up quite a bit of what's going on. Listen to this. All right. Let's get out of that. All right. And listen to this right here. You need to listen to this.
The goal is to attract more drivers to the industry.
Yeah, that's right, Brian, and have them stay there. Now, right now, the industry is short 80,000 drivers, and 300,000 more are expected to leave the career each year.
At the truck stop in West Charlotte, the current state of the trucking industry varies depending on who you ask.
Got paid very little money. It's a struggle. That's why people quit. They get burned out within the first 6 months.
Ryan Volgamore is new to the career, one that started out rocky until he job hopped from a major carrier to a smaller company.
It's a fantastic living.
For others who have been in the industry for decades say they're disappointed with the current working conditions.
We're losing a lot of drivers because of all the unnecessary regulations and being forced out.
Kirk Lawson has been driving for 33 years. He says compensation no longer matches expenses on the road.
Where I used to spend $500 to fill up my truck, it's now costing over $1,000, and the rates aren't going up.
It's no surprise so many drivers left their jobs.
Over the last 3 months, the Biden administration has rolled out the Trucking Action Plan. The plan increased funding to expedite the process of becoming a driver, expanded recruitment, and wages.
We're working on truck driver pay, including those hours when drivers don't get paid even though they're very much on the job because they're waiting for somebody else.
The trucking industry moves about 70% of all goods in the U.S. Any disruption to the supply chain means higher shipping costs for American consumers.
But look, it's getting harder and harder to recruit new drivers to an industry that this nation and our economy desperately needs at full strength.
Now, according to the administration, in 1978, the average driver's pay was $34 an hour. In today's economy, last year it was $25 an hour.
Yeah. And like Bull Hauler says right here, Bull 69 says it right there. Truck cost is up 20% from last year. It is up 20 to 25%. And this is what we're running into. And this is what's going on. This is the reason why we can't keep drivers in the truck, because the new drivers are given a thing of smoke. Huh. I guess something's going on with Facebook. I guess Facebook didn't like what I had to say. Let's see what's going on with that. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sure you are. Yeah. Let me get that resolved. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. All right. So I figured it out. All right. Facebook has done kicked me out on it. So that's fine. I still have my YouTube and my Twitter and a couple other places. All right. So on this, what we're getting at with this issue is that the new drivers are coming in, fed a line of BS. Oh, you're going to make X amount of dollars every year, and this is what we're going to give you, and you can do it. Then they get in it, they run their tails off, they're trying to outrun a clock, and then you're trying to figure out what's going on, and then you end up with drivers going, screw it, I'm burned out, I'm getting out. And they're lasting 6 months, maybe a year, because they don't want to get penalized because of they went through their school or whatever else that's going on. And yeah, I mean, this is the BS that we're dealing with, and it's messed up the way it's playing along, and it's hard to wrap your head around it, because they're trying to tell us that we're having a driver shortage, but they're not going to tell you that the administration rolled out a new plan, and it's not helping. It's actually hurting the new drivers that are coming out, that are getting into the trucks. And then you got owners, or as I say, megas, that are sitting there putting them in a hold. They're got them in a bind and saying, oh, no, we can't do this. They're trying to say, Facebook is trying to tell me, I'll tell you exactly what it's saying. It's saying we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. There may be an issue on Facebook's end. Yeah, because Facebook didn't like what I had to say. And they went ahead and blocked me. So that's fine. No big deal. All right. So that's what makes it nice when I get notified what Facebook is doing. So no big deal. If you guys want it, you want to follow me, go over to YouTube. You can find me there. I'm on YouTube streaming, YouTube, Twitter. I think I have one Facebook that they're allowing it to go to. Wow. That's amazing. So this is the different issues that we're getting into. And this is why we're having issues with drivers and not being able to keep drivers, not being able to keep drivers in trucks, because owners and the mega owners are looking at you as a warm body in a seat, and that's all they care about. And they're looking at the money end of it, because they make money because they go out and buy a shitload of trucks, and then they turn around. It's just like, what was it? U.S. Trailers just announced that they made the most highest sales they ever had in 2022 at the end. They sold 57,300 and some odd trailers. That was their sale date. That's what they had for the year. 57,000, the highest they've seen. But we got a driver shortage. We got truck shortage. We got shortages. Where? Show me where. It's because these drivers are getting burned out because they're fed a line of BS, and then they're stuck in a truck, and then they can't go home. They can't get to where they need to be. And then they're made to stick on a 34-hour reset. And then after they get done with the reset, and they go, oh, well, I can't find you a load right now. I can't get you. You're in a bad area. And then they're sitting there for another 2 more days or 3 more days. And then they're losing money, and they're getting pissed because they're not making the money that they were promised. And that's the problem that we got going on. And that's the issue. So we have that going on. And then I have another one, which I'm fixing to pull it up right now. Yeah, let me pull it up real quick. Yep, there it is. And this is the other one. And this is what we got going on in Washington State. Listen to this. Check this out. This is pretty sad. All right. Arson expected after 9 semi-trucks were destroyed in a fire. Authorities in Washington State are investigating a fire that was badly damaged several semis on Sunday. This was last night. The fire started shortly after midnight, early Sunday morning, in a fenced-in parking lot at the 1140 Steel Street South in Parkland, Washington. Here's some of the feed that we're getting off of it. They are assisting the Pierce County Fire Marshal's office with a weekend fire that destroyed 9 semis. Investigators found indications that the fire was intentionally started. All right, so if things ain't getting bad and Biden and them are supposed to be doing good, then why are we having this issue here? Why are they having multiple fires? Why are we burning trucks down? Look at this. I'm just saying. I mean, that was a Peterbilt there. 9 of them were set on fire. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. There's another one next to it, burnt. I mean, what's going on with this? There's a couple more that are burnt, fire damage. Those trucks are totaled. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. But they're saying we ain't having no issues, no problems. Yeah, okay. I believe that when I see it, that there ain't no issues. We also have this going on. Yeah. Here, there's might be some good news here. Let's get on to this. All right, so Missouri governor person calls for $860 million to widen I-70. I-70, we all know. Jefferson City, Missouri Governor Mike Parsons called on state lawmakers to set aside an early $860 million to widen and improve traffic flow on Interstate 70 in his annual State of the Union address on Wednesday, January the 18th. The massive investment in I-70 is part of nearly a $52 billion budget proposal unveiled by the Republican. The rough plan for I-70 includes widening the highway in suburban Kansas City, the Columbia area, and the suburban St. Louis area, Winsville, where the road is notorious for congestion. The hope is also to get rid of the tangle of traffic lights at the intersections of I-70 and US 63 in Columbia. Missouri Transportation Department Director Patrick McKinney told reporters before Parsons addressed, he said the traffic lights could be replaced with ramps to make switching highways smoother. Not only would we consider for the motorist safely these these expenses are costly to our state economy, and we must invest to improve I-70, Parsons said. For those who say we can't afford it, I say we can't afford not to. Proposals have existed for years to widen I-70 2 to 3 lanes in each direction across the entire state, but Missouri has never had the money to do it. Parsons' plan would tap into the state's history budget surplus to accomplish a portion of that, and it would widen over 50 total miles of roadway in suburban St. Louis, suburban Kansas City, and Columbia, while also improving the bottleneck interchange at I-70 and I-63 or US 63 that would still leave around 140 miles of rural I-70 with 2 lanes in each direction. By focusing on what most congested areas are, the proposal would create a much more reliable I-70 for the next couple of decades, McKinney said. So this is what they're going on. They're trying to do a proposal. They're trying to make traffic a little better for us, and it's getting there. It's just taking them time to be able to figure it out and get it. If you guys want to, you guys can hop over on Facebook. If you can't get it, go to Left Line with Lefty Facebook group. I believe that's the only one on Facebook that's still running. I don't know what the deal is with the main page or my personal page, but they're having issues. They're trying to tell me I need to connect to Facebook. Wow, really? Oh, where's the nudity or sexual activity? Really? Wow, really? So someone must really not like me and really think they must be a champ. Wow. Gotta love it. Yeah. So whoever it was on Facebook, yeah, really like you, really appreciate you, because last time I looked, there was no nudity, no sexual content or anything like that. Yeah, it's because someone reported it on Facebook as nudity and vulgar, nudity and sexual content. So Facebook banned both my pages. So that's nice. Well, I have a lot more to get into on this, but it looks like they're banning my other pages too. So let me get off of here, get Facebook straightened out. Maybe I'll come back here in about 10 minutes. So I'd say by 8:15, I will try to get back on here. But before I get out of here, I have to do this for a sponsor. So let me get this straightened out, because I like to know how I got nudity. It just blows my mind how some people are. But it's crazy. And what's up, Steve? I greatly appreciate you stopping in and being able to look. Yeah. I think this is pretty sad when you got people out there that's willing to damage you like this. And you know what? It'll come back on them, and it'll come back and get them soon. They just don't realize
We're the
it.
last of the camel. There are folks out here who still take pride in their everyday ride. Those who know if a job's worth doing, well, it's worth doing right. Bull Snot. Great products for real people.
And on that note, I will play my exit video, and I'm out of here. I'll be back.
Sure don't know, I know a dirty